We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Off to throw on first down. It's caught. That's Deontay Johnson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. One more time with Montgomery. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Third and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Seibert now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On 2nd down, Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Goff. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing here is Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the defense finds the end zone. Great work inside by the linebacker, who takes it back the other way for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he just never saw the linebacker in the middle of the field, Mike, and the quarterback was locked in on his receiver. And once that ball came out of his hand, I think he wanted it back.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The motion man is Johnson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. And that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Goff. This throw taken in by Amon-Ra. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They hand it to Gibbs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. One quarter in the books. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They face 2nd down and 7. Goff going to get this out to St. Brown. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive. Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down right at the 20. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Ready? 19 Tiger.
Now Daniels. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Ready? Take off.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now, Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. Let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's...
This one intercepted. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to be third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. Ben Sinnott was the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down. Here's Tress Way now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Throwing, Goff. Pass complete. It is St. Brown. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Now a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Goff. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. So on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here we go. Go!
On first down, Daniels. He'll try to hit him with a screen. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Let's go.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now the Commanders will use their third and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find
that one intercepted. Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On first down, it's Goff. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. They're likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go now. Take go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. The right side, catch made by McLaurin. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
Ready?
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And he'll get about 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 41-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
This one caught at the 4. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal.
Tag. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
3rd and goal. It's Daniels. He's got it at the 3. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. Cyburn's kick is good. And the Commanders will now make it an 11-point game. It's 17-6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the 1st down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
2nd down and 3. They'll send him over to the left. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Open man is Johnson. He's got him. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Here's Gibbs. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Gibbs. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
The Lions called their first timeout. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he's in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. It's his third touchdown on the year. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Now Goff leads the Lions for a two-point try. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So, three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now. The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Go! Trap ball 80. Set go.
Throwing on second down, Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Seibert out now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run here. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. A second down throw for Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
2 for 1, 2 for 1.
Here's Goff. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And that will lead to a second down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. It's second down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball. Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch. Because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. He's got his man complete to Johnson. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Lions first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter. Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
He'll run, and he nearly got free, but as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Goff to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Daniels to throw on second down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Commanders set to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Here comes second down. To throw is Goff. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal. Second down, goal to go. Williams in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
That's caught by Gibbs. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation.
Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
So it's a win here for the Commanders. They bounced back from the loss last week. They put in a determined effort to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.